What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fuazi MMA. I'm back with a new video. Today I'm here to talk about, as you can see, fighting nerds. Alright? This is a camp that I've brought up a good couple of times in my past videos, predictions. And yeah, man, I'm pretty high on these guys. Obviously, we have Carlos Prates here, who just fought last night, defeated Li Jingliang by knockout, giving him his first knockout loss in his career. And I'm really high on these guys, right? Specifically, Carlos Prates, John Silva, and Mauricio Duffy, all right? Obviously, they're not the only notable fighters coming out of Fighting Nerds. You also have Caio Borralho and Bruno Brazil. These are the ones that come to mind. But let's start with Caio Borralho, even though he's not one of the ones I'm really high on. I think out of the main four, which is these four right here, I think he's the weakest one, but he's also in the weakest division. And I think out of all four, he's the most likely to reach a championship fight because he's fighting like a number 4 already, which is, I think, next fight night. Pretty interesting. His style is a little more rudimentary, a little more simple, but I think he's very good still. He didn't really impress me too much with his performance against Paul Craig. Obviously, he finished him, but he looked simple on the feet, throwing basically only 1-2s. When you're fighting Paul Craig, especially at middleweight, I want to see you do more on the feet. Throw some kicks, throw some leg kicks, and really just beat him up a little more. But he got the finish. That's all that matters. Obviously, his grappling is his mainstay. And he actually did have a grappling match with Jailton Almeida, and he didn't get submitted. He lost a decision, which I think is pretty insane because at this point, I think Almeida was still a light heavyweight, but he's a big light heavyweight, and being able to survive against somebody like that shows me a good much. Shows me some good stuff. He might be Caio Borralho might be an underrated grappler in that middleweight division. Their camp, Fighting Nerds, really focus a lot on jiu-jitsu as well. So pretty exciting stuff. I like what he brings to the division. Pretty fun. And I will be keeping an eyes on him in the future, even though he's not a really highly touted guy in my opinion. I don't know if I'm going to pick him against Jerry Cannonier, but we'll see about that. Moving on, man. Bruno Brazil. I don't really care too much about her, to be honest. Woman MMA fighter, and she kind of has a shaky record. But that's okay, right? She did get past Molly McCann, but Molly McCann is pretty mid-tier of a fighter, and her fight IQ looked a bit lacking in that fight as well. Her McCann to the body bad and never really went back to it in the second and third round. And I don't know, not really too important for me. 10-4. Lost to Denise Gomez and Loma Lukabumi, whoever the fuck that is, no idea. But yeah, we're gonna move on for her to some of the main guys, okay? Mauricio Duffy. Now, if you haven't, right, let me show y'all this one clip of him sparring. I'm sure you've seen this, of his double back fist. Super dynamic with his footwork, very intelligent with his defense, setting things up. He's throwing high kicks at close range, moving around, bouncing around, very loose. Little up elbow right here, boom. Showed again that double back fist. Back. Like, these are things that you don't see in MMA, right? These strikers in MMA, they don't do these dynamic, creative things, and that's one of the things I really like about him. Obviously, he made his debut on UFC 301, beat the shit out of Jamie Malarkey, and yeah, man, I'm really high on this guy. Obviously, he's very untested, only 10-1, only one fight in the UFC proper. No fight news so far, but I'm excited, man. He looks like Conor McGregor out there. He really does look like 145 McGregor, and he is in the 145 division. He has a good camp to get him in the right places, fighting right, and yeah, man, his striking IQ looks out of this world. Another guy I'm really high on, hoping we get fight news of him soon. Moving on, man. Carlos Prates, who fought last night. Look, I picked him to win and he won, but not in the fashion that he did. I didn't think he was going to be able to smoke the leech like that. like the Leech never been knocked out, and Prates just looked like he was fucking Ngannou out there. Every left hand he like landed clean, shook up Li Jingliang, right? And that's some really serious power at the 170 division to be shaking up Li Jingliang like that. Maybe the Leech has declined. Maybe the age really caught up to him. That could be a factor. We'll see. We'll see how that win ages. And he's got that Muay Thai style, as you can see from his terrible chest piece. Kind of a theme with these guys. But yeah, man, beating the crap out of the Leech and finding the finish in a smart way as well. He was mainly using that straight left, and when he found the opening, he doubled up on the hooks and just knocked him out cold. And he has some good names on his record. Trevin Giles, Charles Radtke, and now the Leech. He called out Chaos Williams, and that's a great fight as well. I would love to see how he does. I think he would win just sticking behind his longer weapons. Chaos Williams got that weird, funky, powerful style. Stay away from it. I'm sure he'll get the win here, man. Pretty big on Prates. He's got that like lanky man, Muay Thai, wiry striking, as Lucas Tracy calls it. And yeah, I'm excited to see that Chaos Williams matchup. Moving on, man, to the last but definitely not least, we got John Silva. Look, I picked against him twice, and I was wrong. I'll admit that I was wrong. All right, John Silva is a legit guy. Finishing out Charles Jourdain and Drew Dober back to back in like 2 weeks is pretty fucking ridiculous. All right, Charles Jourdain never been knocked out before, smokes him clean with an uppercut, and just busts up Drew Dober bad, finding the elbows. He did hurt Drew Dober as well, which you don't really see. Yeah, man. Busted up Drew Dober with two broken hands and getting that doctor stoppage. That's what you want to see. That's that like fight IQ you want to see. Being like, shit, my hands hurt. I can't really throw it like that. I'll just throw elbows instead. And yeah, man, 27 in the lightweight division or featherweight. Yeah, man. He's got some good wins as well. Weston Wilson, Charles Jourdain, and Drew Dober. Yeah, man, this guy, I think he might be a future contender for the title. He's already looking at Islam Makhachev. That's the type of ambition I like from these type of fighters. And yeah, 14-2 on like a 10-fight win streak. Yeah, fighting nerds, they're the fucking truth, man. They're the truth. And I'm really excited to see what they do in their respective divisions. I'm excited to see their next fights. And I think if you're a Brazilian fighter, this is probably one of the gyms that you should go to. They focus on game. They have good game plans coming into fights. And yeah, man, they're just a good team. I'm really, really keeping my eyes on them. So yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, what y'all think of Fighting Nerds. If you agree with me, if you disagree. If you agree, leave a like. If you don't, dislike, whatever. Have a good day, y'all. Peace out.